Oh, a knock on the door. I wonder who that could be. Sakaki, right? It's not locked. When I said Sachi'd gotten rid of a test before, you were the only one who looked startled.
So, oh,
you know it. I am a part-time cleaner after all. Can't overlook even the smallest speck of dust. Well, no, it's not dust, but... Repeating my words with a knowing tinge of irony, Sakaki walks to the center of my room, letting the door close behind her. So, why drop by a man's room at this hour? Decided it was about time to throw away your virginity. Not now. Money troubles then. Alright, how much you need, in that case. And what would that be? Noting a clear change in the tone of Sakaki's voice, I decided it wisest to stop teasing her. You know, let's cut the jokes. I am. Sounds a bit far-fetched, though.
So, あなたが知らないというなら、そのことに関してはもう聞かないけれど、あなたたちのクラスメイトとして、一つ明確な答えを聞かせてちょうだい。
Okay, shoot. But I can't promise anything until I hear the question.
じゃあ、松島さんの依頼を受けると言ったのはあなただけれど、小峰さんに危ない真似をさせるつもりじゃないのよね。
What if I say it's a possibility?
私にも考えがあるわ。
With clear anger in her voice, Sakaki takes out her box cutter and pushes up the blade with a violent snap. I admire the spear, but the odds of you actually touching me with that thing aren't even 1 in 100.
それでも、意識があるうちは、何度でもあなたに刃を向けるでしょうね。
Alright. I've got the message. My bad. Do me a favor and put away the weapon, please. When I declare my surrender, Sakaki heaves a long, heavy sigh and slowly sheathes her makeshift knife. To be perfectly honest, the potential risk depends on how things play out. I can't say for sure whether she'll be in any danger. But no matter what means Sachi chooses to use in pursuit of her objective, I can promise you I'll protect her with everything I've got. Is that not good enough?
危険な目に遭わせないとは約束できないの?
No, I can't. You're concerned about Sachi's safety to the point of menacing me with a box cutter. It'd rub me the wrong way to make you a promise I cannot keep. And the truth is, drastic measures may prove necessary.
そう。あなたの話から推測すると、小峰さんが抱えている問題というのは精神的なものなんでしょうね。
Sorry, but I can't be the only one to tell you that. Or I can't be the one to tell you that. I'm sorry.
そうね。今のは軽率な発言だったわ。
Anyway, Sachi's not the only one who's going to be affected by this, you know. Might end up inconveniencing you and the others as well.
私たちに?
Yeah, of course. I promise to contain any danger and keep you all safe, don't worry. But if things do get ugly, I'd appreciate your help.
自分の手の内は明かさずに協力を求める。実に身勝手な話ね。
Oh, you're so kind. I'm aware of that, but I'm still asking. Please, Saki.
わかったわ。もしそうなったら、
Good.
できる限りの協力はする。
I appreciate that. I really do.
でも、覚えておいて。私はあくまで小峰さんのために協力するのよ。
Of course. Is that supposed to be your take on mature tsundere thing that she does?
違うわよ。
Sakaki turns away with a scowl. I'm not sure if she's really too disgusted to look at my face or she's just trying to hide it, light blush in her cheeks.
とにかく、これで話は終わったから、私は失礼させてもらうわ。
Thank you for stopping by. Hey, wait, no, wait. I got something to ask you before you go.
何よ?
All this time, you know, I've been more than a little dubious about this whole thing. This place, this lifestyle, you know, being a student and all that. You know, but as of right now, you know, I think I'm over all that. You know, I'm glad I came to this school. I really am.
なぜそれを私に?
Now, who knows? Maybe I just wanted you to hear it. Maybe I just wanted somebody to hear it.
そう。
Sachi quietly leaves my room with uncharacteristically gentle expression on her face. Aww. Although I hadn't expected it to happen this way, I've managed to gain something of an accomplice. Sachi possesses both level-headed judgment and the ability to project authority. I don't think anyone's better suited to take care of others when and if the time comes. But even with the cooperation of our classmates more or less assured, there are still plenty of problems I need to take care of. And if my estimate of the situation is correct, the drastic measures I mentioned are absolutely going to prove necessary. Which means I need to get moving. "10 minutes to go." It's a boiling summer day, very hot. I'm standing out in the sun, staring down at my watch as I wait for a visitor. To carry out my plan, I'm going to need cooperation from a number of concerned parties. But even among them, it's safe to say that the person I'm about to meet is the single most crucial piece of the puzzle. 5 minutes. 3 minutes. Exactly 180 seconds before the arranged time, I hear a high-pitched engine approach. Only moments later, a certain flashy sports car draws to a halt outside the gate. No less an eyesore than the first time I saw it. Precisely on time, huh? Just what you'd expect from a German. Sight for sore eyes. JB steps out of her car, carelessly brushing up a loose lock of that shaggy blonde hair she's so proud of. Sorry for dragging you all the way out here.
確かに、Yuujiの方から呼び出すなんて珍しいわね。もしかして、もう学生を辞めたくなった?
Actually, it's the opposite.
逆?
Yeah, I want to stay at the school. Keep up the whole normal student thing that I've got going on. And to make that possible, there's something I absolutely have to do.
なんだか私、とても嫌な予感がしてきたんだけど。
That's fair. That's JB for you. Can't count how many times that sharp nose for trouble has saved my ass.
ここで褒められても嬉しくないわね。で、本人が認めているからはっきり聞くけど、ユージがどうしてもやらなければいけないことっていうのは、
I was hoping you might ask. I've actually got a favor to ask of you.
頼み?
So that's the shape of it. Yeah, it's pretty simple, right? Sorry, too simple, huh? It must have been a bit of a letdown, I guess.
その逆よ! よりにもよってそんな、あなた一体何を考えているの?
After carefully considering all the relevant factors, I concluded this would be the single most effective approach.
すべてのことって、それがサチのためだってことはわかるけど、本当にそれだけのことをしなければいけない必要があるの?
I'll go to the ends of the earth for Sachi. I mean, it does depend on her, but in all probability, yes. I don't think anything less is going to get it done, you know? Otherwise, I think Sachi would have found the answer to my problem by now. She's not stupid. And if I'm going to make this happen, I need your help, Julia.
だからといって、そんな話に私が協力すると思う?
Well, probably not, but never been the sort to put aside the big picture for a smaller objective.
それなら...
Please listen to me, alright? I've had enough regrets for one lifetime. Hell, I've had enough for two. Sick and tired of being a powerless bystander. I want to do something. It's not like I want to go around rescuing random people like some sort of superhero. You know, but when there's someone suffering right in front of me, and when that's a person I care about, and I want to do everything I can to help them.
それがサチだと?
Yes, that's right. When I learned about her identity and her burden, I wanted to help her. That feeling is absolutely real, and it's only gotten stronger over time. And if I turn a blind eye to her problems now, I don't think I'm ever going to understand the meaning of the words Asako left me.
それがあなたの出した答えなのね。わかったわ。私もできる限りの協力はする。
Thank you. Are you sure about that?
あなたがそこまで言うなら、きっとそれだけの覚悟があるんだろうし。ここに朝子がいたら、男が頭を下げてきたら、女は黙ってうなずくくらいの気概が必要だって言われそうだしね。
Yeah, that does sound something like she'd say. Sorry, I appreciate it though.
ただし、いくら市ヶ谷に赤坂の後ろ盾があると言っても、融通を聞かせられる範囲は限られているわよ。
I'm aware, yes. Don't worry though, I'm not planning on giving each guy any headaches. As long as you can get me the East Beach Express information and the soup, I'll figure out the rest on my own.
なんとかするって、あなた、そっちの方の知識も持っていたの？
I'm Yuuji, occupation student. I can do whatever the hell I want. You haven't forgotten what sort of person my master was, have you?
そうだったわね。
Asuko trusted you more than anyone else you know. The same goes for me now. In fact, you're the only person in the world I'd call family. Don't let it go to your head. What I'm trying to say is, I really am grateful, JB.
普段あれだけ可愛げないことを言う子から、そんなことを言われると、
My sincere apologies.
まあ、養親に対する一つの親孝行とでも思っておくことにするわ。
Sure. Out of filial piety, I guess I'll refrain from pointing out the contrast between those cynical words and the visible wetness in the corner of her eyes. Ah, one last thing. One more thing. I wanted you to get me 4 tickets for a helicopter ride.
ヘリクルージングって、そんなもの何に使うの？
That part's a secret. I can't have... A good magician doesn't reveal his secrets.
わかったわ。用途については聞かないけど、詳しい日時が決まったら連絡してちょうだい。こっちも準備が整い次第連絡するから。
Yeah, go ahead and draw the funds you're going to need out of my account.
それは構わないけど、さっきの話を聞いた限りだと、ユージのやろうとしていることを成功させるには、確実にもう一人の協力者が必要なんじゃない？
That's right, I am.
じゃあ、その人とはもう話がついているの？
No, but that negotiation's next on my to-do list.
これからって、一見綿密に練られた計画のように見えて、肝心なところは体当たり。そういうところは朝子そっくりね。
I guess I'll just have to show you that isn't the only thing I picked up from my master.
へえ、期待しているわ。
As a bright-eyed, idealistic educator, I'm sure she's here at this hour. After seeing off JB, I arrive at the principal's office in search of my second most essential accomplice. Pardon me, coming in. Hope you don't mind. Are you decent? No, you're not decent? Okay, I'll leave. As usual, I barge in without knocking, although I probably should be knocking. It's quite rude of me. But whatever. I catch a brief glimpse of Chizuru making a face into a small mirror before she jumps up out of her seat with a girlish little shriek. I think I'd walked in on some innocent maiden changing clothes.
年齢的にはまだ十分乙女の範囲です。多分。それから女性の部屋を訪ねるときはノックくらいするものでしょ？
Yeah, you're right, Chizuru. I'm sorry about that. Apparently, I seem to have picked a somewhat awkward moment to visit. Oh well.
で、何しに来たの？まさか顔を見に来たってわけじゃないんでしょ？
When have I ever? I thought I'd take you on a date today, Chizuru. Get your things.
ってあなたには小峰さんっていう彼女がいるじゃない。それなのに私とデートなんてしたら。
Oh jeez, it's a joke.
そんなのダメよ。
The hell are you getting all flustered about? It's a joke, obviously.
じゃあ本題は
Judging from the look in her eyes and the tone of her voice, probably best to stop screwing around now. Alright, I'll explain in detail, but basically, I want your cooperation with a little plan of mine.
私に協力してほしいこと
That's right. So, as I'm sure you can imagine, I could really use your help as a standing member of the board of directors and as the prefectural governor's daughter. What's the matter? That time of the month? Oh no, I'm so sorry. It really sneaks up on you, doesn't it?
違いますあなたがあまりに突拍子もないことを言うものだから驚きすぎて声が出なかっただけです
Oh, I was being for serious though.
それはまあ風見くんのことだから話を面白おかしくしているわけじゃないとは思っていたけれど
Her heart's been frozen solid for a very long time now. Throwing it out is going to require some serious kinetic energy.
で、そのきっかけとなったのが休み明けに実施される学力テストだったわけね
Right, it was a complete coincidence that I'm sure asked Sachi to get rid of the test, but ultimately we have a chance to settle things in one shot thanks to your timely assistance.
いい話って私はあなたにそんなことをさせるためにテストの話を持っていったわけじゃないのよ
Yes, I know. If we do carry out Machira's request, you're probably going to be the one inconvenienced most severely.
そうよテストをなくそうとすることでどれだけの影響が出るかは未知数だし
So if you refuse to cooperate, Zero, I have no choice but to scrap this plan. And I don't want to scrap the plan. I spent a lot of time on the plan. I have diagrams and everything.
ずるい言い方ね私がダメだって言えないのを知っているくせに
Okay, how about this? I'll make you a promise in exchange, okay? Sachi's gonna be herself again. I'm gonna make that happen. I assure you.
その言葉信じていいのね
Yes.
わかりましたそういうことなら私も風見くんに協力させてもらいます
Excellent. Sorry to drag you into all this. I'm so sorry.
私のことはいいけれどいくら私が学園長だからといってこの学園自体は私のものじゃない
Even so, I know you'll find a way to do what needs to be done.
そう言ってハルデラさんも籠絡したのかしら
Oh, how'd you know I brought JB in already?
私があなただったら間違いなくハルデラさんの力を借りているもの
I see. Persuasive reasoning.
でも年下の男の子にこうも翻弄されていると年上女性の威厳も型なしね
Not to worry. It's not like you had much to lose in the first place. What with that baby face of yours?
風見くん
Sorry. Don't get all huffy. There are plenty of ladies out there who'd kill to be mocked for their youthful appearance.
まったくあなたのそういうところは誰に似たのかしら
Interesting question. Guess that'd have to be my master.
風見くんの師匠というと
Right. Kiskabe Asuko. The woman I called master. She adopted me. Child breathing but in no other sense of living. Patiently raised me into someone capable of working for Ichigaya. You could say I'm only standing here today thanks to her. But that's something I won't ever be able to forget, even if I was inclined to try.
私は直接会ったことはないけれどハルデラさんからも話は聞いているわすごい人だったって
It's a pretty decent summary, even after all this time. With everything she's taught me and a hell of a lot of independent study, I'm still 10 sizes too small to fill her shoes.
そう
Kiskabe Asuko was without a doubt the most extraordinary person I'd ever known. But ironically enough, she was also the woman who helped me find something like normality.
それじゃあ話を戻すけれど私はまず漫画を用意すればいいのね
I'm kind of surprised you know a slang term like that.
ソフトウェア開発をしている友達が使っていて驚いたことがあるから
I see. Well, anyway, yeah. Once I have those, I'll get to work constructing a more specific plan.
分かったわ明日には用意できると思うから 今日と同じくらいの時間に取りに来て。
Right, sounds good. Also, I need a relatively sizable room without too much clutter.
そうね。それならグラウンド脇にある用具室を使っていいわよ。中はほとんど空だから。
Appreciate it. I'm sorry about all this.
分かっているとは思うけど、女性からもらったプレゼントのお返しは3倍返しが基本よ。
Oh, is that? I've never heard of that. It's interesting. But I'll keep that in mind. When I arrive at the third floor of the dorm in search of Sachi, I find her crouched over a sizable pile of books, flipping pages with an expression of intense focus. Seems she's using the spare minutes waiting for the laundry to review a stack of reference materials. Not entirely out of character to be sure, but this is a dramatic change from the dreamy thoughtfulness that followed a return from the beach. Instead of losing herself in distracted reveries, she's immersed in practical research. Just as I'd expected, the composure has already vanished from her face. Proof that she's realized her previous method won't work for this request. The circumstances are very different. On the most fundamental level, the school buildings in question differ radically in scale and construction. After even a cursory comparison of those differences, it's simple enough to realize that the same trick is unlikely to work again. You simply just can't burn this place down. At this point, it just comes down to whether or not she can find an entirely different approach, but... Right now, Sachi can't even sense my presence at her side. The law she's imposed on herself, her absolute need to be a good girl, has forced her into a state of such obsessive concentration that nothing else even registers. Of course, I expected something of the sort, but it's the first time I've ever seen Sachi this intensely serious. Her self-assured air of easy confidence has vanished without a trace. The quest she's currently grappling with presents an exceptionally thorny problem after all. On some level, Sachi seems to realize that she's fast approaching a moment of truth. In that case, the best thing I can do for the girl right now is to allow her to simmer in her own desperation.